I am Priyadashni. We discussed about speed control method of three-phase induction motor. In this video, we will see the very important control known as a line frequency control method. We can discuss about variable frequency control voltage. In induction motor, if we can vary the synchronous speed ns, it is possible to vary a rotor speed n. The general equations of synchronous motor is 120F divided by P, where F is a line frequency of AC voltage and P known as a number of magnetic poles. Frequency of line voltage changes, it is possible to change as a synchronous speed and rotor speed. Torque speed characteristic is the frequencies changed from F1 to F6. The frequency speed is the change in NS1 to NS6. The load torque is also increases from NS1 to N6. Very important advantage of the load frequency control method. It is a low slip regions by which we can get a high wide speed variations between NS1 and N1 small. Slip is difficult proportional to the synchronous speed minus rotor speed. It is very low, so the efficiency is very high wide speed variation in compared to a line frequency control method. The disadvantage of the line frequency, maximum torque is decreases with increases in availability of a frequency. How the frequency changes? It is based on a decided rotor speed n. We need to change the frequency by which the synchronous speed of ends the actual rotor speed n. How to change the voltage with respect to frequency? As the frequency increases or decreases, the voltage also has increases or decreases. Implementations of closed loop V by F control PWM. Closed loop system is used to where previous speed control is required to, because even any external disturbance is happen, closed loop system identify and maintain a decided rotor speed and we want. First step is the sense the actual rotor speed n using a speed sensor. The decided rotor speed n can be n star and n. Both synchronous speed and rotor speed is compared in a error generator and generates the error which is equal to a synchronous speed minus rotor speed. Next, this error is given to PI controller. The job of PI controller is to changes its output until input error is 0. So the output of the PI controller is desired slip frequency. Slip frequency is F minus Fn. In induction motor, torque is proportional to a slip speed. That is why the PI speed controller in induction motor is considered as a slip frequency. Next, this slip frequency has to be regulated using slip regulator, that it will be restricted the operations below the breakdown frequency at which maximum torque developed in a induction motor. Now the slip frequency is added to a rotor speed frequency Fn, which we can get by multiplying rotor speed with P divided by 120. So we will get desired frequency F. The desired frequency F is converted to a omega by multiplying it with 2 pi. Now omega star to omega t by doing integrations. Now with this desired voltage V and angle omega t, we can able to get a 3 sinusoidal signal PWM control circuit. To avoid confusing, first converted into a 2 sinusoidal signal V alpha and V beta will have 90-degree phase shift. Now this desired two phase V alpha into V beta is converted into a 3-phase VA VB VC is using inverse clock transformations. Finally, desired VA VB VC will be given to PWM control circuit, where it will be compared to a triangle carrier. signal and generated the gate signal for switches in the inverter, and at least the inverter will give desired voltage and frequency based on a decided rotor speed given. Thank you.